Praise the Lord. I really did defeat homelessness across this nation over 725 days for the third time. From Atlanta to San Francisco. Now I'm back here in Denver, Colorado, and I love this bathtub. Not Mariah Carey. Well, she's here. She loves hers, wherever she's at. I want to talk about Bobby Brown for a minute. And I'm going to be in the bathtub a lot because there was a lot of times with my great grandfather, I probably wanted to be in the bathtub. And he was liberating France. And when you're homeless, you ain't got a bathtub. You don't have warmth. And all the things a bathtub is. All right, Bobby Brown. Praise the Lord. My lot butt's in the bathtub again. Praise the Lord for bathtubs. One of those days is a good song by Whitney Houston. You know that one? I fell in love with that song. I fell in love with that song when I went to San Francisco in 2007. That album came out a little bit before that. It's got the You Light My Life. It's an album. But I don't want to talk about Whitney Houston. I want to talk about Bobby Brown. I sure do. And he ain't even a bummer. I looked him up. I was hoping he was. He was born in 69. So he's a Gen X. And Gen X just ends up being the best all the time. And what I want to say is, why do I want to meet Bobby Brown? Well, I think he should be a national treasure. I really do. Play something. I think did a very good job. And I think, basically, all of them did. I think that we need to recognize Bobby Brown. And here's where I come around to saying this. I watched that interview. It's been a while back. I'm going to watch it again. But I watched that interview he did. It's a few years after Whitney Houston died. And probably Christina died too. He lost his daughter. But he did, I think, a phenomenal job in that interview. He answered a question and he was just like, I did the best. That's what I remember from watching it. And I'm just thinking, we really do need to give Bobby Brown a little bit more credit than I think we do. Because I think, I'm one of that kind of people that think, no, Whitney Houston, a lot of people say Whitney Houston was infiltrated by bad influence by Bobby Brown. And I'm like, I think Whitney Houston was doing the best she could with all the love God gave her. I think that Whitney Houston was probably in love with Robin. And when you listen to the songs that movie, just watch that movie. You want to dance with somebody? That song is about Robin. Okay? And then I Believe in You and Me. I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be in love eternally. For as far as I can see, you will always be the one for me. That's a good song. I love it. Hands down, I love it. But, I'm just saying, I think Bobby Brown was doing a really good job with all the love God gave him too. And I think he had to go with Britney Spears. Doing My Prerogative. He did, didn't he? I think maybe he made money on that one. So maybe he dealt with that one like Dolly Parton. But, I don't know for sure. But, I think that Bobby Brown is somebody I want to meet. I think that we need a Smithsonian exhibit called America's Favorite Crackheads, and that'd be a great time for me to meet Bobby Brown. Why do I want to meet Bobby Brown at the Smithsonian exhibit called America's Favorite Crackheads? No, it's good to explain that point. Because my Uncle Mike was deemed a state treasurer and his portrait hanging in Senator Manchin's office. We need to watch that video link in the description too, called My Family Always Matters to Me. We'll go into more explaining that. But we need, this will be occasionally I can meet Bobby Brown, but we need a Smithsonian institution at that level. We need opening speech with Michelle Obama there and stuff. But it could be celebrating people who had problems with substance abuse, like Uncle Mike and Whitney Houston. Two people that are very different, but I see a lot of parallels. I sure do. I think my Aunt Kay and my Aunt Teresa and my Aunt Phyllis all kind of love Uncle Mike, like Bobby Brown or Whitney Houston. But we need to have an acknowledgement that people that have substance abuse do try and do a lot of good things. And then we have like West Virginia Public Broadcasting's formerly highly acclaimed, very talented Tom Costa, who just needs to be resolved. But this will be a good way of a complete recovery with things like with Uncle Mike. And it's like Bobby Brown. And I just want to be like, Bobby Brown, thank you for like loving Whitney Houston. I know you did. I know you did. I bet there are times and things that Bobby Brown can tell us that wouldn't look good on Whitney Houston, and he is still being more forever beautiful by just dealing with that like nobody else. He probably, Oprah Winfrey and Whitney had a little talk, right, about the evil eyes and just all that stuff. Bobby, I don't think, maybe he did, but I just feel like Bobby Brown needs to have that national treasure status too, because he loved Whitney Houston. I like women who, you also have to just, here's another point I want to make, people of the world, every boy and every girl, the Spice Girls, they got one white skin too, but I'm just going to say, we can't help it. So stupid. I want to say that like, Bobby Brown, I think, loved Whitney Houston, like Nancy Reagan, Barbara Bush, Lonnie Trump, loved their husbands. I mean, they just kind of took a back seat, and like, we put, in this nation, we put the hardest job in the world on a woman, called her First Lady. We don't pay her anything officially, and it's just like, they end up being forever beautiful more and more all the time. I think Hillary Clinton will be that way in 100 years. And I think that we need to be loving Lonnie Trump. We need to be loving Lonnie Trump. We need to be loving Bobby Brown. And those are two people I would love to meet in Vegas at the Christina Aguilera show. Before that happens, I play blackjack. And just be like, thank you, Bobby Brown and Lonnie Trump, for doing stuff we can't imagine, because you just end up, you love the people that this country loves to love on and loves to hate. So we need to just, praise the Lord, bathtubs. I've got a whole lot more videos on the way. Oh my gosh. You'll see here in a minute, or pretty soon. Probably you saw what I'm going to get tonight. And I'm excited for the future. There's been some developments recently where I'm going to have to be like Janet Jackson. I had to sing Come Back to Me. I'm begging you, please. And there's another Gen X. Big deal. That is, I think, going to be meeting with me soon on a Zoom. Maybe. So it's going to be a meeting, but I'm going to be here. Not in the bathtub, but so I can hurry up. But I just want to say, Bobby Brown has been on my mind. And he should be on other people's minds. I think we should watch that I Want to Dance with Somebody movie. I think that was a really good movie in all ways. But I think that we really should. I mean, he lost his daughter too. He had, look at, she died and then he had an obligation, and he was like, kind of like how Eminem, that's the way I view it. I mean, people can have their opinions, but like Eminem did not go to his daughter's graduation, high school graduation, because he wanted the spotlight to be not on him. Stevie, my first love, died of lung cancer. He was that way with my college graduation. He didn't tell me. He was just like, you go on up to that. I ain't going to that because your mama's going to be there at some point. Like, we didn't know she's going to be late, but he was like, it'd be best if I went there and you just come back. So we did. We should be praying for Stevie. Stevie is doing the best. He was skydiving with his children. And he is, I think, preparing for the next life. I might never see him again. But he is like, he's a man of dreams. He was number one in 2007. He's still number one right now. He is. So we need to care about Bobby Brown, and Stevie, Donald Trump, and all the things. All the time. I didn't think about it. Whitney Houston had that voice, and she wasn't going to stop being the best. She couldn't help it. She outsold the Beatles. Maybe she was another Robin. And she was a little Bobby. Like, she's gonna keep being the best. Praise the Lord, she did. I know she was. She was. You know, it's great. It's great. It's great that she saved her daughter. It's awful that her daughter died, but, you know, Whitney Houston is buried in like a regular person's grave in Newark, New Jersey. That is wonderful. It is that, like, her family has this down to earth kind of thing, and like the George Bush family does too. I'm gonna link in that description that video I did about Whitney Houston and George Bush, or HW. And here I am, getting dressed and working at home in this empty living room. But like I want to say here at the end, is it weird to you guys, like, I'm in a bathtub, talk about Whitney Houston, she's not in a bathtub, or that I'm trying to get my carry? No, you know, that's not really what the focus should be. It's like the governor, Jim Justice, and that dog's butthole, and like my dad. That should be priority. I already survived it. Whitney Houston, international treasure. I always love her. I'm sure if she had to do it again, she would have done something differently. But you know what? It happened. It's U.S. history. And Josh Eves, my friend, really was at Whitney Houston's Hilton like the day after that. Day or two after that, he was there. And I need grapes. All right. Have a good day. So weird little ending there to this video, but while I'm waiting my call, you should know Senator Manchin made such a huge deal out of my dad being in this Emmy-nominated documentary about poverty that was screened at United States Capitol. It's called Hollow. That filmmaker, whose name is Elaine Millen Sheldon, and she failed to demonstrate care. After that was over, she got her success, and then Tom Acosta being homeless. She didn't care about that. Neither did Joe Manchin. And like, it's just ridiculous that like these people need to be held accountable. Joe Manchin represents Reno, West Virginia. Tom Acosta stole the money, and Uncle Mike is in his office. So like, yeah, I do expect some results from supposed to be the most powerful man in West Virginia. I wanted to include a few things at the end. Here's that painting Uncle Mike in a state magazine. Here's my dad's house. He painted it after he made me homeless. Here's that documentary that he was in. Here's him with that documentary filmmaker. And I want to include a clip of what I said about Whitney Houston being the best from another video. It's just going to be better if I do it here at the end. I've got a busy day. I've got to go get renter's insurance somehow. I need like $40 for renter's insurance. Real bad. And I got to go to the food bank. That's what I'm doing today. Maybe go to 2 food banks to just get a lot done. But here's that clip of what I meant about Whitney Houston from another video. Please see the links in the description for other related videos. God bless. Last summer when I was here, I did a big video about my great-granny Alice coming to me in a dream. And a lot of this, you know, usurping being back here. You'll see in this next video go into some things. It's just like, it's like the whole full circle of being homeless. And there's also that video of me talking about sleep. How does homeless men sleep? I really like that video. I like all the videos, pretty much. We're in this stage of this thing called Nothing's Perfect. This is real. This is like the best. It's the raw, real. What you say? Yeah. Nope, not a lot. Movie tricks or magic, high editing. I ain't even done Final Cut camera yet. Still an iMovie, but doing the best I can. Just getting up there. I'm aiming for speed. And I do have, like, right now, I think a lot of YouTubers are like this. Like, they have, if they're not homeless, they got like content that they need to edit, and it's like too much time goes by. Like, there's still me in California. We gotta get that done. I want to get done and get up there. Calls about defeat homelessness, and then I want to have like, I want to get this next video up. Please watch it. Probably up tonight, and then I want to get at least 500 videos, individual links. Hopefully, I plan to. If I replace them, it'll be, you know, I like to have 500 videos up just to have that, like, we're at like over 100 watch time hours right now. It's great. But basically, watch my next video. And most important thing here, you know, Celine Dion we get to deal with her some more, and it's just like she was about to die. We didn't know Whitney Houston was going to die. When she had a drug problem, and she got sober, and then she had a drug problem again, right? She died with drugs, but she also held her baby and saved her life the night before. Yeah, let's just deal with Whitney Houston some more, because why not? Let's do it knowing I am out here in a smoking section with like all these men. And I'm gonna be safe all times. I've been to jail and stuff. So let's just be aware of that. But let's just be, it's so important to me to say it right now. Get it up and just feel better. It's up there. Let's talk about this part. Whitney Houston never had a #1 song ever. After that Go Forward, singing the Super Bowl, which was released as a single on 9/11, 10 years later. Never did have another award again. Already had surpassed the Beatles, like prior to that. But here's the point I want to make. In addition to saving her daughter the night before she died, pretty much very similar way, you just have to know and think about what has gone on in the last 24 hours of Whitney Houston's life. Probably wasn't aware she was going to come to the same fate. However, she made those decisions to do what she did, you know. But basically, well, the point I want to make is she did have a #1 album again. It was the only time Bobby Christina, that last album, that Look to You album, and I remember that moment in my life. I was, you know, not specific to me, I'll just go forward with the moment of, you know, Whitney Houston had a lot of like struggles with her faith and her marriage and everything like that, and I just really feel this way, that she was like, I want my baby to see me at #1 again. You know, there was talk about Bobby Christina maybe being a singer and all this kind of stuff, and you know, she did. She did, and like when that happened, I think it was like Whitney Houston, I didn't care. She believed in that baby. She didn't really care about, she already hit #1 again, and her Bobby Christina got to see her #1 Billboard album chart, #1 next to her name, and she was like, "So Mama still got it." It was just like that. I know it was a precious, forever beautiful thing for the national treasure to be redeemed. Bobby Christina's eyes, and her to see it and know that. I love that movie. I just want to dance with somebody. It was a good moment, memory, watching that this year. I also just want to say real quickly, we'll talk about this later more on Mariah Carey. Right now, being real forever beautiful, because why? She ain't worried about nothing. She's the best female singer, best selling female artist of all time. I ain't changing today, and if it changes tomorrow, who's gonna be? Probably, I don't know, Taylor Swift. And I bet Mariah Carey's like, I hope she does. I hope, but she ain't competing with Taylor Swift. She's already accomplished that goal or whatever, right? She's raising babies. She's putting the best in the babies right now. So she will tomorrow, and she's doing what anybody would want to do. They have children, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna be worried about Mariah Carey being old or whatever. We're on a different level.